the shooting the shit around the T. Tonight we're reviewing Power, Season 2, Episode 8. But before we get started, tell them what to do.
Channel.
No, D.
I don't even know what that is. What?
Subscribe to our channel.
You got food all over your mouth.
All right.
I don't care.
Okay, let's get it going.
All right. So Tariq is back in court. We're doing opening arguments. The DA is full
I
of.
say I really have been enjoying Power.
I appreciate that.
Took me a long time to get here,
I felt
y'all.
like I was out there all by myself. So I appreciate
You was
being
for a
here.
long time.
Well, the DA is filling the jury with a bunch of circumstantial evidence, and my man Davis pretty much shut all that shit down. I say opening arguments definitely went to Davis.
Yeah.
Then she tries to real slick, pull a recording of Lauren into evidence without. How did she think she was going to do that? So she's going to pull the recording into evidence without the defense knowing anything about it.
You know it don't work like that.
Did you really think that was going to fly? Come on.
Not with Davis.
Well, and there you go. I don't think that was going to fly with anybody. That didn't even make sense. But the judge shut it down, and he was like, okay, well, obviously the defense has to be, privy to this information so they can prepare, their case. And the only stipulation is Tariq is not supposed to be able to hear, the recording. I'm not sure why that is, but okay. So Braden and Effie meet up with a new plug. This slimy little boy.
His friend, right? This is a tomboy.
This is one of his friends. This slimy little sweaty stuff. I think his name was Slimy or Sweaty or Stinky or something like that. And Effie was looking at him like he was stinky. So they done met up at some seedy hotel, and he got the business in a suitcase. Braden was very eager to make this transaction, and Effie was like, hold up. She tasted the product. The product been stepped on. She's not about to get caught out here again on some bullshit. So she shut that down. Braden is like, what did you do that for? We need, he just wants to sell drugs. He don't care. He just want to get some drugs to sell. What is wrong with him?
He like, Tariq needed money. Let's get it.
Tariq needed that picture, but she wasn't trying to give it to him. So settle down there, Braden.
Oh, different.
On the way out of court, Tariq runs into the family court, whatever he is, over administration, over the money and obviously everything else. He tells them that Alvin.
Yeah.
And your local Trader Joe's. He tells him that Jasmine, the people want to adopt her. They're going to adopt her. They're going to change her name. And he will never be able to find her as per Ghost. Ghost put this in his will. Ghost had a lot of stuff in his will. Is his will ever going to stop coming?
When did Ghost do all this? Because he was doing a whole lot of stuff before he died. So he
did not know he was about to die. Or maybe he did.
Really did. At the time, I thought Ghost even forgot that he even had her. They act like that little girl.
Was trying to avenge Angela's death. He was not thinking about them. He was thinking about who killed his beloved Angela. But anyway, Ghost has many revisions on his will. This one says that Jasmine is to be adopted to a good family, and her name is to be changed so nobody can connect her, to him and that family. So good news, Tariq. Tariq, just one thing. Ain't nothing he can do about that. He's in the middle of a murder trial. So thank you for your time. Have a nice day. And as soon as this dude walks up, David walks up and tells Tariq, I'm going to need my cream, get the money, dollar bills, y'all, or else your ass will be dealing with a public defender. How we going to do that? We don't have no plug. We don't have no work. And we need it by tomorrow. I think he gave him 24 hours to get his money.
Boy, I need Tariq to run up and get some money for me because he know he can get some
Jeez.
big money. All I need is about 10, 15,000.
I don't need nearly as much as Tariq is working on. Jeez. How much is Effie and them getting? Because they got a very young, well-oiled organization working under, it seems to be Tariq's leadership. I don't know how that happened, but you know, we'll get into that. Monet approaches Diana, asks her where's Drew. She's like, I don't know, they don't tell me nothing. None of y'all tell me anything. I'm just sitting here, you know, figuring stuff out by myself. She don't know where Drew is, she don't know where Lorenzo is. And she's like telling her, this ain't good. Like, I don't know where this moment of we should be friends and work together came from. She's like, that's not good. They don't tell us anything. We need to work together because, you know, we're going to continue to be left out of the loop. Work. But in the meantime, her phone keeps ringing. She keeps ignoring her phone call. So Diana's like, who was that? And she's like, it's Zeke's agent, if you must know. But it's not. It's baby daddy. Monique goes into the other room and not so quietly gets in an argument with Dante. Like, she arguing out loud. She might as well just told her who it was.
Yeah, she was yelling so bad. I was like, she ain't got to go to the door and listen. And it loud enough for the neighbors to hear.
Don't call me anymore, Dante.
Right. Dummy.
I
I don't like her.
Who, Monet or Diana?
Her, Monet. But Shirley, I don't care for Shirley either, but Monet get on my nerves.
She's so angry. She's just always so angry.
I think she playing herself.
But Mary J, I'm like, what's she so mad at
herself?
For?
But she angry person. Like
the
that.
only kid that she's not mad at is Zeke, and he's simply stupid. But she loves his baby daddy.
That's why. It's that Ricky Doughboy situation.
You need to point that friend.
She's in love with his daddy.
Doughboy syndrome. Because that pops up every so often. Lauren and her parents sit down with the DA, and Lauren is like saying she don't want to testify. Her bougie mom and daddy, you know. I think it's funny that they don't even like want to take 5 minutes to understand that those weren't even her drugs. Like, do you realize that none of this was hers? She doesn't have a drug problem.
That mama was too concerned about how fine the dude that died was.
Who says that in front of their husband?
He ain't saying nothing.
It's the professor. Word.
He should have slapped her right then and there.
I'm not gonna sit here and promote violence, domestic violence, but he should have in his head at least. He should have been like,
what you say?
So Diana then decides she gonna search her mama's room. She's looking for something. She don't know what she's looking for. She's just digging through things. Apparently, your shoebox is not a good hiding place. So for all y'all that's got shit hiding in the shoebox, I think you should now move it to somewhere else because the jig is up. She went inside the drawer. She gets inside her shoebox and she finds a Bible from the hospital with Zeke's picture in it. How do you know it's Zeke's picture? Because somebody wrote his name on the back.
But they had
pictures like, who is this? I don't know who this is. Who is this person?
That's what I'm saying. But they had alerted you. You know who Zeke is. Zeke is our cousin.
No.
So if I was with my mama's stuff and seen a picture of my cousin who around the same age to me, I almost said his name, but I ain't gonna say his name. So, well, hell, I didn't say it before. So if I'm going through and I see Tigo picture and my mama, I didn't mention him before on the other show because I was calling
You know how many pictures of
call it
people I got?
T-Dot.
I got a lot of pictures of
That's
T-Dot.
what I'm saying.
If
That's what I'm
his
saying.
pictures fell out
So
the Bible, I would never think anything of it.
I've been like, Mama praying for Chico. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Either
It wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have alerted me.
it would never click to something. Yeah.
And then in their situation, it probably would have been like, look, she got so much faith in him and him going to the NBA and changing
Out of
this.
here.
She got him in the Bible. That's the one she really care about. And I don't know.
One thing that I will say, like all my kids' stuff, like birth certificates and all of that stuff is together. I don't have like some over here and then one is somewhere special.
They got their own drawer, so.
But I mean, that would be more weird. That would be more weird, honestly, if she has mixed it up with the rest of her kids. Like you said, it just makes sense. I don't know why it's in the shoebox, but I don't know. Sometimes you just stick stuff places, and that's where it ended up being. But you know,
right.
For whatever reason, she was triggered, so she went straight from there to call the hospital to ask questions that the hospital would definitely not be answering for you. But
you think they just gonna be like, oh yeah.
This hospital not only will tell you everything you know, will send documents to you to, verify that information is true.
Whoever answered that phone got fired the next day.
Child, they said, no, we didn't have it.
Not only did they say they didn't give a birth date. So what if Zeke had been adopted? I was trying to find his biological parents or something. You just all the information. You said got him.
Got him. That's what she wanted to know. That's what she found out. It was just all the clues were laid out right there in the Gucci shoebox. So Tariq, Brayden, and Effie are back at the room. They brainstorming about how to get this money because the last plan didn't work out. With Slimy, the sneaky, slimy cocaine dealer, that didn't pan out so well. Tariq said he has an idea, but it's going to require the Tejadas be involved, and he doesn't know how involved they want to be. So he calls a meeting with them. Tariq, the leader of the pack. When did this happen? When did he become the leader of the pack?
Oh, Tariq?
Yeah.
They've been following his butt around since day one, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm just saying, like, I look at Monet, like, really? You putting this much faith in this kid? Okay.
Them two ain't like her. She don't make sense. They don't like her. She don't make no kind of sense.
He's just completely in charge. So Tariq comes up with a plan, and that his plan is to rob Mecca of his work. Kane is like, that's a stupid ass idea. I agree with you, Kane. No, it's not a stupid idea if we make them think that GTG did it. How is Lil Guap the leader of the GTG?
Girl, I didn't know Lil Guap was the leader of GTGs to this thing.
Yeah,
did you know that?
Yeah. But I'm just saying he's so dumb.
Girl, I didn't even know. I don't pay him so mind because he's so dumb.
He's so dumb, yeah, but he's the leader, and so I guess he's the one that helped to get, set up his own team. Kane, like, he was resistant at first, but like, what else they got? What other options do they have? Now that Tariq has explained it, it's starting to sound a little bit better. He said the only way to make that plan work, though, is they're going to need Drew. Pull it off. I'm not sure why that is. I guess just so Drew can be involved. I asked Drew to get on board. Drew said, hell no, I ain't doing that. And he don't even know Mecca, really. It just sounds stupid to him. But he was convinced once he learned that he will get the opportunity to kill Lil Guap, which he been wanting to do that for a good minute.
And how Tariq got his butt kicked the last time he went over there with Mecca. I don't even know why he wanted to show up at the door. He don't even walked around for 3 episodes with his face toe up behind Mecca. And you want to go back over there. Okay, Tariq.
Well, technically, he didn't go back. Rick is on house
True.
arrest.
He sent them over there. True.
Rick ain't going back. But yeah, so as you know, the meeting has been called, meeting adjourned. Rick is in charge. Everybody's following his lead, including Drew. What are we going to do with Diana? Because this particular day, everybody has to be distracted. Diana got to be out the way. Tejada got to be out the way. So the plan is to have Tariq get Diana come to court, and Monet got to go on a date with her husband. But we'll get into that. After the meeting, Tariq goes to see Davis. Davis has the recording there. Was like, it's some discriminating evidence against you. I can't let you hear it. And Tariq is like, well, what the hell did you call me out here for? Well, I could lose my license if I was to ever go against the code of what, I agreed to, oaths and all that good stuff. You can't listen to the tape. Now, what I'm going to do is go over here and have myself a little sandwich. And if you were to push this space bar on my computer, you could blow up my whole life. And that would not be good. I'll be back. I'm going to leave you in the room by yourself with my computer. All right? All right. So Tariq then listens to the recording and hears himself talking to Lauren. Surprise, surprise. The girl was wearing a wire. We've been new.
I don't like her.
Never have.
Nope.
So once he listens to the recording, of course, he's gonna storm out of the room, but Stacks catches him in the hallway like, please don't go kill that girl. Calm down. I just happen to hear you.
Yes, ain't nobody finna go kill nobody. Sassy go always thinking the worst of people.
He runs his mouth a lot. Anyway, while he's trying to convince Tariq not to mess with Lauren, he also dropped a little tidbit of information that Professor Carey is the reason why she got mixed up in this mess in the first place. She's the one that convinced her to wear the wire. So, Tariq storms off.
He went on and gave the rest of the stuff. Oh, Tariq, don't kill her, but if you're gonna kill somebody, kill Carrie, because Carrie.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I couldn't tell if he was accidentally dropping that information or if he just talked too much. Because that's not the last time he did that. Then Stacks is over there. Stacks in his big mouth is over there banging the DA. It wasn't a good, they weren't feeling, I don't know, she's stressed out. So whatever he was doing wasn't, torquing her jaw. She wasn't feeling it. And he kissed her. And she was like, yeah, you're not like my boyfriend. We're not gonna be up here kissing like we like each other. So again, Stacks starts running his mouth. He lets on that he knows that Lauren is Tariq's girlfriend. She's like, how do you know that? He keeps stumbling and bumbling over his story, and she figures out that Tariq heard the doggone recording. But didn't we know that was gonna happen, Miss DA? Isn't that why you try to sneak it in the court anyway? So now they're all panicked because they think Tariq is really some type of murderer. So now they're worried that he's just gonna go,
But do you feel like that? Like there wasn't no slip out. I don't believe he slipped that out either. I believe he told her that.
I can't tell if he's slipping or not slipping.
That ain't no slip. He for whatever reason, maybe it'll come out later, but he told that on purpose. Maybe because he wants Tariq, he still low-key wants Tariq so bad to go down.
He's still trying to be a good guy on the right side of whatever it is, he's trying to be on the right side of. Child, my notes did a doozy. Okay, so now we're in class. Question of the week. What is the question of the week? Is it okay to lie? That question was,
Didn't they have that question before?
I was like, this is a confusing question. Is it okay to lie? Or do you need to tell the truth? I don't know. All y'all lying, so it really doesn't matter. No, it's not okay to lie, but I think we all lie if we think it's gonna keep our ass out of trouble. Isn't that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even when you're a little kid, did you take the potato chips? No. Besides the, Cheeto dust all over your face, like it's just like I think it's human nature. I'm gonna lie if it means that I'm not gonna be in trouble. So yeah, I guess. Anyway, before she could get into class good, her phone is blowing up. It's the DA. The DA needs to let her know that Tariq heard the recording. You better go save Lauren. Lauren's not in class. So where's she at? Well, before Professor Carey can sneak out, Tariq just snuck out because Lauren's not in class. Nobody expected her not to be there, I guess. So,
But did y'all know Tariq was on time for the first time ever? He ain't never been on time.
except for that time him and Lauren walked in there hand in hand. He was on time that day.
Bro, she made him come on time that time.
Mm-hmm.
He the last one walking in with all the answers.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Because he's running the classroom too, I guess. So both Tariq and Carrie just slipped out of the classroom while Keisha's answering questions, because if Tariq ain't answering questions, then Keisha got something to say. Carrie's went right over there to Lauren's dorm, and when she gets there, who's there but Tariq? So now they're having a conversation. He's letting her know, like, this ain't my fault that she's involved in this stuff. I don't want to kill her, but there's some people out there that probably will want to kill her, and you the one got her mixed up in this. And she knows that because Monet threatened to kill her ass on more than one occasion. So you did that. So you claiming you don't want to like put your students in harm's way, but you put her in harm's way. So why don't you fix it and you take the stand? I don't know what in the world will convince her to do some shit like that. Sometimes she be having a conscience, I guess. Now she's feeling like it's her fault that Lauren is mixed up in this shit with these killers, as if you didn't know.
She didn't have too much of a conscience because she was like, you ready to take the blame for her?
Right. For one quick second, she tried to convince him to throw Lauren under the bus or whatever she was trying.
I was like, oh, she evil.
Evil. But after she seen he wasn't going for that, she reeled it on back in and decided maybe, okay, I'll go ahead. What could go wrong if I take the stand? You've got.
She had it. She was gone. Had enough evidence against him, so
She was.
Her first thing was, I could. Yeah. She said, I know.
Well, she does know who the attorney is. Well, she didn't know. She know now. Monet and Tejada back at the house planning a date to Coney Island. He's just. I see why she liked Dante better. This nigga want to go to Coney Island and hold hands. Now that Diana done figured out the situation with Zeke, she want to talk to Monet, but of course Monet blows her off like I don't understand why Monet hates her daughter so much, but she don't
hates her daughter.
She hates her. I don't have time to talk to you. She's like, all right. So then when Diana leaves, now Monet snooping through her stuff. She going through her stuff. What does she find? Condoms. And I'm like, how old is Diane? Ain't she grown?
She in college, ain't she?
And then you should be glad she got
clearly
I'm not understanding why that's an issue. She should have been like, well, thank goodness she being careful.
Because she knows Tariq. And it's probably more so who it is.
I mean,
stay away from Tariq.
Well, no daughter on the planet of anywhere is ever gonna do that just because you said so, Mom. So that's stupid. Look who you sandwiched yourself in between: a murderer and a killer, and a killer and a murderer. You shouldn't worry about Diana. She's you, dummy. So Carrie gets to the court. She convinces the DA to let her go on the stand instead of Lauren. She gets on the stand, says her little piece to, for the prosecution. Yes, she knew that Jabari was writing the book. Yes, she knew that Tariq was a subject matter. So she just put it all out there that Tariq is guilty because this. Then Davis gets up to cross-examine her. And he started naming her bodies like, Professor Carey, weren't you sleeping with the lead detective in charge of this case? Yeah, you were sleeping with him. You were sleeping with the dead person, the deceased. Were you sleeping with him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were sleeping with him too. What about me? Have you and I slept together? She was like, what? I said, had I hit that? Did I hit? Yes, I hit.
He said he hit it.
And guess who else hit? Zeke, the boy that's your student. Now, didn't you say you be looking out for your students? Now tell me, why exactly were you trying to keep it a secret that you were banging your students? Zeke the freak, that's what they call him. The lady in the jury was looking like, girl, you nice.
He had a whole whole TGD moment on Martin. She done got the draws, y'all. She done got the draws. They all looking around. She done got the draws. He had a whole moment.
She got all those draws. He was standing up there with his little sprinkles of gray in his hair, and I was like, get her, Davis, get her. I enjoyed every moment of that. This second week in a row, we got to see her sweat. So Carrie's on trial for being a hoe, and now she's humiliated. Who knew she was going to be on trial? She didn't go there to be on trial. She was there to put Tariq on trial, but unfortunately.
But Tariq knew he could tear her up.
And that's what happened.
You go to trial. Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
Because he would have lost if it was Lauren.
You need to go refresh your resume, because I don't think you work over a standstill anymore. And yeah, that's about what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Dante is in a bad mood because his baby mama don't know how to act. She over there on a date with her husband, and he is pissy. He's sitting there looking at the ring he had bought her.
Mm-mm.
What is his issue with the chef? I was confused by that. So
I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
Girl, out of the blue, there's
It's
power.
that seemed plotty. That seemed plotty. That's either plotty or a chef really did something that'll come out later.
Okay.
But a chef, he ain't really beefing with chef. You think he beefing with chef?
I'm saying, what is his attitude? What is his problem? Is it just because, he mad at Monet and he's just taking it out on chef?
I don't know. Chef had to really do something because I don't believe it.
Well, I want to know what it is, because that was weird to me. But there's a power outage, and during the power outage, the hangar is being robbed. So this is Tariq's plan being put into play. It's put into action. Drew, Effie, Brayden, and Guap. They're going to break into the building. Well, Guap, that's not what you're there for, but I digress.
Mm-hmm.
While the rest of them is over there at the hangar stealing the actual product. Well, it's a full-on shootout. All the GTGs on the floor, except for the one dude that got the product, and he did manage to escape with it. So, the plan worked out in Tariq's favor. Brayden goes in the building and he uses his white privilege to distract the security guard. See how that works? Just tell the security guard that you're very angry and you want to speak to the manager, and he steps away from the door. Effie, Drew, and
happens every time.
Every time.
Every time. He used it before. He said, "Come on, man, I got to get in here to get the jury or whatever he was trying to get."
Boom, there it goes.
They putting y'all on blast. Y'all on blast. That's all they got to do. We seeing it.
But y'all know, and you think it's like you're entitled to it, but that's a whole nother subject altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So Effie's job is to make sure that the cameras are disabled. Drew's job is to break into the apartment, but he must kill Guap first. I don't know that Guap knows that he has a job. He's just glad to be along for the ride. So Effie goes down, I don't know, down in the bottom of the building. Did they get blueprints for the building too? Because they sure knew how to maneuver their way through there. She down in the bottom of the building, the lady down there, I guess she was the camera person or whatever she was supposed to be, but Effie convinces her, oh my God, they got her dressed in a Catholic school outfit and her hair is straightened to make her look a little more softer and not, the Effie that we know. So, my grandmother fell and you got to come help me. And the lady's like, well, wait a second. And she's like, oh, you got to come now. So the lady follows her like through the dungeon in the building. Effie sneakily steals her keys and locks her in this room, where you need the keys to get out of. Imagine that. Drew and Guap are going up the stairs to get to Mecca's apartment. Guap wants to have a moment of how, I really am so glad to be a part of this Tejada family business. And in, honor of me being, sorry about what had happened before, I would like to gift you with some gold teeth. Because Drew wanted gold teeth. I don't know where that came from. Drew said, is that all? And then he gave him a stack of money. Okay. And they walk up the stairs and Drew pulls out a gun. Anytime there's too much chit chatter and, bravado going on and, something always goes wrong. So while Drew is, threatening and talking shit, Guap knocks the gun out of his hand. That made me nervous a little bit. So they struggle. Drew realizes that he has a bad shoulder. So he had a moment of, oh no. But I guess that adrenaline got to pumping and he forgot what kind of pain he was in. And he choked the life out of Guap. Just choked the life out of him by his bare hands and threw him in a dumpster.
That Drew boy, he get harder every episode. He went from this, I don't want to be a part, to you a killer in every episode now.
You're a killer now. Yeah. He's in it. So he gets up in Mecca's apartment, but while he's rummaging through there, he gets money, he gets that ring. Did he know the ring was gonna be there, or was that just a bonus?
I think he just found it, and that's gonna come back up.
Yeah.
That ring again.
Yeah, because you can't just get rid of jewelry that's traceable.
He's probably gonna give it to his dad or give it to his mom or something like that.
Oh, no, that ain't what happened. But anyway, we'll get to that.
I don't know what's gonna happen yet.
What, with the ring?
Yeah.
Well, we know part of what happened. But anyway.
Well, yeah.
While he's in there, Chef comes back. I think, Kane tried to come with him, but he was told to stay put. Chef comes back, Drew's stuck in there. Drew texts Kane like, yo, it's somebody in here. But in the process, Kane had, got a call from Diana. And I think he planned it that way. I don't know if she called him, he called her back or something like that. But anyway, he was able to escape and get back over there. So he goes flying back to that apartment to get Chef's attention. And while he's like, Chef, wait, we gotta go. While he's talking to Chef, Drew sneaked on out the apartment. Okay. Can't you feel?
I know Chef better than that. Dang on was too cold.
That's somebody
he ain't
go past him.
Come on now.
I'm like, he's a mercenary. That's what he does. He kills people. You're not just gonna slide by him. But anyway, these darn kids. So Drew gets down, in the car, he's like, let's get the hell out of here. Mission accomplished. Brayden's like, where's Guap? Not here. So yeah, I was like, that's a lot. I don't believe Chef would have fell for that, but okay. So now that they got all the stuff out of the crib, the money, the jewelry, Tariq then pays Davis with the ring. So yeah, somewhere, somehow that shit's gonna come back
It's gonna
up.
come back up. That ring gonna come back.
I think the thing that's messing up everyone is they don't know who Mecca is. And he's able to move and do things without like them knowing who he is.
You talking about Mecca?
Yeah.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Like nobody really knows who he is. Cain and them know him as Mecca. They don't know who he really is. The only person that knows him as Dante is Monet. So he's able to move like Ghost. He's just like Ghost. There's what's his name? What was his name? St. Patrick.
St. Patrick, what's his name?
St. Patrick in one life. And
James, yeah.
Yeah. So Mecca moving the same way. This was my favorite scene of the night, child. Family dinner. The family dinner. You know what it reminded me of? You ever see that movie? Huh?
I said, what, the clumps?
No, that, but before the clumps, that move in that scene in the movie Saturday Night, what is it? Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta, and they all start slapping each other.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I didn't think you would, but it was like Italian family dinner, and then they start arguing, then they start smacking each other. I was like, oh, they just like John Travolta. But anyway, they all sitting at the table lying. All of them was supposed to be at Zeke's basketball game. When none of them at the game, but they was like, I was at the game. I didn't see you, or I didn't see you either. They were all at the game, but nobody was at the game. So Cain starts teasing Diana about Tariq. And she didn't like that shit. Like she was already on one, and that last straw that he threw on the camel's back blew her ass the fuck up. Because then she started telling on everybody. She told on him how he, switched out the cocaine for sugar and blew up the whole family connection. So then they like, what did you do that for? He's like, cause y'all cut me out. So to take the heat off of him, he looked at Drew and was like, Drew didn't take out the boy. Oh, he's still alive. Now they, mad at Drew. Drew's like, shut up. And then Diana's like, and Zeke, you heard her whole exit plan to get out of the game. Zeke was like, what? She's like, bitch. She didn't call her bitch, shut the fuck up, over and over and over again. And I ain't the only one fucking somebody I ain't supposed to be fucking, because she's fucking some nigga named Dante, and that's Zeke's daddy. The whole time, Lorenzo was like, what? Wait, what? You said yeah, because she called her a groupie, and you fucking too big like a little groupie. Diana, you knew better. Well, daddy, she fucking somebody too. I was like, oh my goodness, this is everything I've been waiting on.
Baby.
Then she pulled out the birth certificate. Zeke, this is not your aunt. This is your mother. You're not 19, you're 23. He's older than me. That's Cain. He older than me? Yeah, he's older than you. Well, how did they tell him? Like, how did he not know how old?
He looked 40.
How did they
He looked 40.
For like 3 years, or did they just keep going, you're 3? You're 3.
I've been trying to figure that out. Well, at what point did y'all tell him he was older? Like, did he start kindergarten in the third? He's supposed to be in third grade.
40 years is a lot to hide.
That was a big gap. Who wrote
Like
that?
a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old. Because I remember when Tony turned 14, like he also went to bed and he turned 6 feet tall. So was he like, he is a basketball player? Is he like 6 feet, 10-year-old?
But once you start school, how can you go backwards that many years?
Speaking of school, this nigga just found out his mama and his mama and his daddy ain't who he thought it was. And this school said, so we lied to the school and I can't play basketball?
That's the first thing came to his. That's the first thing came to his mind.
Now
Nothing else played him. I said, this idiot. That's
you
what
be lying about basketball?
Find out that your whole life is blown up. And he
Where
went,
did Diana get her hands on that birth certificate? They just giving birth certificates out to people.
Girl, I can't get my birth certificate that fast.
Identity is
You
not
gotta pay for it, and then the people ship it, and it take like 2 weeks. Like, and there's a pandemic out here. Okay, but you bad, Diana.
She got that shit before dinner. It was just yesterday she found out the thing was. She must have went down to the thing. She must have talked to that same lady that she was on the phone and was like, "I'll be over there. I need you to print me one out right quick."
That lady gonna be fired.
Because I am nobody. But anyway, Sada said, "Who's the daddy?" She was really not able to answer that question. And so, yeah. He told her to leave.
Get out.
He said, "You need to go." Sorry, I need to. Hold on.
You do.
So yeah, he told her, "I think you should go," and I was like, "You gotta go, girl, because just go."
He shoot you. Leave me and my kids. Let us be. And take this one.
I would have been like, "Bye. I'm going."
Oh, Zeke had already left out because I was been like, take your son with you.
So
And Diana, daddy.
This was a little bit weird to me because I was like, so Kane was just over there at the dinner table, but now he's back over there with Becca. He left that foolishness with everything that blew up in his face and went back to Becca's house. Because all his dope is gone. Chef said, "Looks like GTG did it." He's so mad at Chef, like anything that comes out of Chef's mouth pisses him off. So apparently there's a mold. And when he was discussing the fact that somebody was fucking up, he was walking towards Kane as if he knew that Kane had something to do with the shit and slit the chef's throat. And I was not ready for that. I was like, we killed Chef? That was your right-hand man?
He's smarter than that. That was because he knew Kane. He can't kill Kane. He's smarter than that though.
So
if he Chef really did something.
They don't fake kill people. So I think he's for real dead.
Then he really did something outside of what we know.
I just feel like he knows better than that. Dante, you know that wasn't Chef. You know that was Kane. Kane is the only.
He know that incident wasn't Chef. That's what I'm saying. He's smarter than that. He knows that incident wasn't Chef. Somebody did something else. If Chef was really dead,
I need them to make that make sense because that didn't make sense.
I mean, they will kill a person, i.e., Kane, burn you up and all of that, and in the fire and have you come back. So it could have been fake.
I need Chef to come back. It's not making sense to me. But when Monet leaves, she's trying to get in touch with Zeke, and he's not. He don't have nothing to do with her. He's not answering her calls. He's mad because now he's worried that he's not gonna be able to play basketball. Who gives a shit about my mother and father? And then I'm actually 23 and not 19. But my whole basketball shit could be fucked. I need to talk to Carrie. So Monet goes over to Carrie's house because she thinks that Zeke may be there. Zeke is not there. Carrie's dealing with, everything that she dealt with in that day. What a long ass day. That was a long ass day. So she's sitting in the house, processing how her life is falling apart. Monet said her life is falling apart. She lost her family. And she said, if Zeke has you, he ain't gonna never come back to me. So flash forward to Zeke coming over to Carrie's house. He walks in the door. When he looked up in the ceiling, we already knew what it was. So there hangs Carrie. Did Carrie hang herself or did Monet hang her ass?
At first I was like, Monet was strong. That adrenaline hit you like that.
I feel like,
but she
shoots people. She doesn't.
Carrie, get up there.
What, with a gun? Force her with a gun to get up there? I'm like,
Yeah.
but Carrie's also so weak. She seemed like a, kill yourself type chick. I can't handle it. I could see her doing that too. Well, I guess that's the question of, the season, or, who shot JR, who killed Carrie. We don't know, but we
Is
got
that the last one?
two more. We got two more, and then
Oh, okay.
we'll see how it all plays out. But y'all,
Hmm.
everything blew up. It didn't even blow up like how I thought it was. But it blew the fuck up.
This boy.
Smack that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And I think you cover your mouth because you see the bell.
I did. I'm gonna work on it. I promise I'm gonna work on it.
I'm telling your sister.
Tell them.
And she's not gonna be happy with this.
Just saying. Bye, y'all.
Everybody, bye.